A name slips out, Kusong, and the silence follows. Washington tightens the flow. Seoul says it was open information. Satellites still watch, but trust takes a hit. As nuclear shadows grow and allies recalibrate, was this just a misstep or a crack in one of Asia's most critical security alliances? The United States has reportedly imposed partial restrictions on intelligence sharing with South Korea after a senior minister publicly identified a suspected North Korean nuclear facility. South Korea's Unification Minister Chung Dong-young told lawmakers in March that Pyongyang was operating uranium enrichment facilities in Kusong, an area not previously confirmed, alongside known nuclear sites like Yongbyon and Kangsong. According to a senior military official cited by Yonhap, Washington responded by tightening intelligence cooperation.
Washington had imposed partial restrictions on sharing satellite-gathered intelligence about North Korean technology since early this month, though surveillance of missile activity continued normally and military readiness remained unaffected.
South Korean media report that US officials raised concerns over the disclosure of sensitive information without authorization. However, no US agency has officially confirmed the restrictions. Chung has rejected accusations of leaking classified intelligence, maintaining that his remarks were based on publicly available data.
It was deeply regrettable that my policy explanation had been characterized as an information leak. This is open information.
Meanwhile, South Korean President Lee Jae-myung backed his minister, calling the controversy misplaced.
It is a clear fact that the existence of the construction nuclear facilities was already widely known around the world through various papers and media reports before Minister Jung's statement on construction nuclear facilities. All claims and actions that presuppose that Minister Jung leaked classified information told by the United States are wrong. I need to look into in detail why such an absurd thing is happening.
The issue comes amid broader tensions within the US-South Korea alliance, including disagreements over control of the demilitarized zone and legislative changes in Seoul. Concurrently, North Korea's nuclear program continues to expand. Director General at IAEA, Rafael Grossi, has warned of accelerating activity at key facilities.
All that points to a very serious increase in the capabilities of the DPRK in the area of nuclear weapons production, which is estimated at a few dozen warheads.
While intelligence cooperation remains intact at the operational level, the episode has exposed underlying strains in a critical alliance at a time when North Korea's nuclear ambitions are accelerating and regional security remains on edge. South Korea and the United States have begun a two-day joint exercise in Seoul aimed at strengthening their ability to respond to nuclear and radiological terrorism, underlining deepening security cooperation between the two allies at a time of wider regional uncertainty. According to South Korea's Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the drill, known as Winter Tiger, began on December 15th and will run through December 16th. Around 120 officials from relevant government agencies of both countries are taking part. This year's exercise, the fourth iteration of Winter Tiger, is built around a simulated radiological terrorism incident in Seoul. Participants are reviewing joint response capabilities, testing interagency coordination, and examining the specific roles each organization would play during such a crisis. Officials are also discussing ways to further strengthen bilateral cooperation on nuclear security and emergency preparedness. The annual drill has been held since 2017 and is co-hosted by South Korea and the United States, with participation from US defense and energy-related agencies. Seoul says the exercise reflects shared concerns about nuclear and radiological threats and the need for seamless coordination in the event of an emergency. The drill comes against the backdrop of broader strategic messaging from the US military leadership on the Korean Peninsula's role in Washington's global and regional strategy. Last week, the commander of United States Forces Korea, General Xavier Brunson, described the Korean Peninsula as a central pillar of US alliance strategy, pushing back against any suggestion that South Korea is peripheral to American security planning. Brunson made the remarks during a lecture for military officials at the National Defense University in Washington, D.C. on the 12th local time. The lecture was attended by US military officers, government officials, and experts from related agencies, according to US-ROK.
The Korean Peninsula is a central pillar of the U.S. alliance strategy. South Korea should not be viewed as a side chapter of U.S. strategy, but as the first chapter.
Brunson, who also serves as commander of the United Nations Command and the South Korea-US Combined Forces Command, framed the peninsula as a strategic hinge between the Asian continent and the Pacific. He argued that US and allied forces already deployed within the First Island chain provide significant strategic advantages.
If the Korean Peninsula is placed as the first chapter, the region's geographical structure and the value of our alliance become undeniable.
Security analysts noted that Brunson's use of the phrase central pillar was unusual. Traditionally, Washington has referred to the South Korea-US alliance as a linchpin, while describing the US-Japan alliance as a cornerstone. The shift in language has been interpreted as signaling a broader role for US-ROK within an expanded Indo-Pacific strategy. Brunson has consistently highlighted South Korea's geopolitical significance since taking command. Last month, he unveiled an East-Up map, emphasizing that South Korea sits at the intersection of multiple strategic pressures, from North Korea to the north, China to the west, and Russia to the northeast. Together, the Winter Tiger drill and Brunson's remarks underscore a shared emphasis on readiness, deterrence, and the evolving strategic role of the Korean Peninsula in an increasingly complex security environment.